Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Upper Michigan Today. We're so happy you could join us on this Tuesday morning, a very spring-feeling Tuesday.
Oh my gosh, not waking up, but starting the newscast this morning, we'd hear the pitter-patter of the rain on the roof. That is truly one of my favorite things to wake up to, one of my favorite things to fall asleep to.
It doesn't make you want to be at work,
calming.
probably, though. Do you want to be like watching a movie, just cuddled in with your cats?
I would love nothing more than to be watching the Twilight Saga during an early April rainstorm. That is like the epitome of a really good morning.
Well, sorry you didn't get to do that today.
I know.
How are you, though?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. I haven't seen you in a minute.
I know. You've been out. You were checking in on the MAB Awards.
I know.
We won big.
Yeah, we did. This Morning News won Station of the Year, so I got to...
Morning News won Best Newscast. TV 6 won Station of the Year.
I'm just going all in on the Morning News. Yes, Best Newscast, but we did win Station of the Year, and it was fun. Obviously, I think 27 total awards that we won as a station, and that's incredible. 14.
I think half of those were won by you.
No,
a quarter of them. A third. Okay, a third.
No, it was. I mean, but even a lot of the awards that had my name on them, a lot of people participated. I mean, it was a big group effort, and we just have so many wonderful, talented people that work here from the morning to the evening, and it's just nice to be recognized in our industry for the work that we put in. So, and we get to do it because you all support us every day. So thank you for that. Even this show took home an award.
I know, we won a merit award for our disc golf episode.
That's right. We're still trying to get that best.
I know.
We've got work to do.
What do we got to do?
I don't know. We have to take it up a level.
I think we need to look in Governor Gretchen Whitmer's purse to win
that would have won.
She wouldn't let us do that.
No, there's parameters that
I suppose so.
that Gretch doesn't allow.
When it comes to the government, there's things we're allowed to ask and not allowed to ask.
It really came down to the fact that she says she doesn't carry a purse.
Yeah. And we had, I think, 10 minutes tops.
Yeah. So. Yeah. But that was a highlight of last year.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But regardless, we're doing our show a little different. You can see we're not at our table because we have a lot happening.
Yeah.
We always do. But, you know, we try to cram it in, and so we're going to do the best we can. But we're talking about wedding season. So with the snow melting and the birds chirping and the rain falling, that also is wedding season and stress and chaos. No, just kidding. It doesn't have to be like that, right? Like,
not if you have the best vendors and the best planners.
So we're going to talk to some of the best in the industry this morning and really break it down for you and talk about trends and hair and makeup and flowers and photography and all the fun things that make a wedding so much fun.
Yeah, so if you're planning a wedding or if you're anticipating planning a wedding soon, I'm not. If you are, you'll want to stay tuned for our show. But first, no surprises here.
Okay.
Nope. Just
first she's having a baby, now she's getting married.
None of those things. Just the Marquette weather cam. Let's take a look outside.
Okay, let's take a peek outside. It just looks like a nice, cloudy, rainy day.
Yeah,
you're right, Tia. It would be a nice day to snuggle in. Twilight series. Let's put it on your agenda for the day, you guys. Okay, let's take a look up in Houghton. Same situation. Don't forget your umbrella. That truck looks like it's really cruising.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Rainy up there.
It is rainy up there. All right, well, let's widen this show out a little bit and bring our guests in. I was in this. We have a weird monitor now in the station. You're actually not being cut off, just so you know.
Oh, I don't
It's just
care.
it's a weird shrunken monitor. So anyway, I want to thank you all for being here. We have Jessica Marine. She is in the studio with us, and Sabrina Langdon and Shayla Pelto. So I'm super excited to have you all here.
Yeah, talking about wedding season. So thanks for coming on.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thanks
it's
for
a
having
wild
us.
time of the year, right?
Yes.
Okay. So is this like, when do you get running? Like, where are we at? Yeah. Is this the beginning of really getting into planning a day, or are we late to the party?
I don't know how many weddings you have booked.
It's over 40.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So you're in deep already.
Oh, yeah.
But are you already starting to work with your clients on like hair inspo and makeup inspo and colors and all of that stuff? Look how hip I am saying inspo.
Yeah.
I got that. I noted it.
Yeah, I've already done trials on people.
Really?
I've already had a couple weddings this year. We have one next month, and then June is when it really starts rolling a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Sabrina, for you to make sure that your piece, you're in photography, you know, that piece goes well and it's not stressful, what do you recommend to your clients, and what do you ask them to communicate with you, and when and how?
So much. I communicate a lot with the clients because as a photographer, I am with them almost the entire day.
Sure.
So I talk to them almost like right after booking. We start talking about timeline and trying to plan out the timing of the day to make sure there's space for everything, not just for like me to get all the photos, but also for them to just kind of like breathe and relax and take it in. So that's really important because, like, yeah, you want to have a great photo shoot on your wedding day, but the whole day isn't a photo shoot.
Sure.
So we want to make sure that they enjoy their time with their people, and so doing that together. And then about 2 months before their wedding, I send out a questionnaire that goes over so many things and then we like schedule times to talk about that. So that's kind of where I'm at in my wedding season. I have some weddings in May and June, and so we're starting to go over those like questionnaire questions.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. And go ahead.
Oh, and Shayla, and obviously is flowers. It's a major part of any wedding, to any photographs. How often or how soon in advance do your customers typically book you for a wedding?
So we start, a lot of folks will reach out to us the year before, but we actually start our consultations in January. And so we've been coming up with design proposals, getting contracts out, things like that. So we like to be set about 2 months before the wedding so that we can order flowers in time. So we're very excited and heavily communicating with brides as well.
What do you do if you get a client that says, I really want to have, I'm trying to think, tulips. Okay,
Yeah.
say tulips, because that's very seasonal, right?
Yeah.
It's a spring flower, or early spring flower. So their wedding's in the fall and they want tulips. Can you even do that? I mean, are there parameters that you have to just say, that's not going to happen for you?
We can do that, but with my business, we like to encourage more seasonal flowers. You can get them more regionally, and they're just fresher.
Sure.
I mean, if you want to get tulips for the fall, they might be 8 weeks old when we get them and to put them in your arrangement. So choosing flowers that are in season just makes your arrangement that much more beautiful.
Yeah.
But we understand if it's like a sentimental flower.
Sure. So you do what you can with what you can. I worked on planning weddings for a long time when I worked at the Northern Center, and it seems that the biggest thing is just communicating what that vision is. You know, sitting down with the bride and the groom and the families, and understanding what they really are expecting, and then actually having to kind of relay the parameters. Like, okay, yes, I know you saw that on Instagram, but, right? Like, maybe there are some things that just don't happen. Do you have to deal with that sometimes too?
Yes.
Yes.
Every picture I get has been photoshopped. It has flash.
Sure.
And yeah. And I have to kind of dial it back and bring back their expectations to what is realistic. There's some artists that you can actually look at their original pictures before it was posted. You can be like, this is what it actually looks like in person. You're not going to have a giant flash on you at all time in a filter.
Sure.
Like, you have pores. You're going to have some fine lines.
Sure.
You know,
Yeah.
you're human, so
Yeah.
you're not going to look like, you know, Kim Kardashian at all times.
Yeah. It does make your job harder when you have all of those, like, perfectly, I don't know, perfectly made Photoshop photos.
Especially nowadays with AI generated images, we see. I mean, I just heard about this on the Today Show earlier. Just images of perfect skin and how that might make women feel. I mean, they might have unrealistic expectations of what real business owners can actually do for them for their wedding day.
We're even getting AI photos of, well, I don't even want to call it a photo, AI images of hair inspo, like colors. And it's like, that's not even, that's like literally like a cartoon.
Yeah.
Like, we can't.
We can't.
You can't. You have strands of hair. It's not like
Sure.
a Lego head, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
It's a changing world, and
quickly.
I don't envy what you all do, but I do know you do it very well. But it's a lot of work, and you know, you're working with people on one of their biggest days, and so the work that you do is so important, and it means so much. And so we are going to kind of break things down this morning with all of you. We're going to start with some hair and some makeup, talk about what's trending and colors, and it's always fun to see what changes year after year. I always learn that I'm just not that hip when it comes to this stuff. So we're going to dive into that when we come back. Awesome.